Hi everyone, welcome to StunnerShare. So today I wanted to explain what am I doing in Twitter and whether like Twitter or X and what is that you guys have to follow up or whether it is happening or not. All those things we are going to discuss over here. Okay, let's move on to the Nifty Futures. Say for example, I have clearly told that new ATH high, but what was there? Enough buyers? To my understanding, no. Okay, see basically there will be FA data announced, DA data announced. No matter whether the FA data is positive or negative, I don't care. To me, if there is buying, then volume must show. That is actually missing in Nifty Futures. Say for example, no, because see over here, the market is going up. That's okay, fine. And when the market is going up with gap ups, is there enough amount of volume seen? No. And that is why I clearly told June 28th itself, the market showed some potential weakness. So I'm not saying that is a reversal sign, but potential weakness is seen because there are sellers coming inside this market at this position. Okay, they have put some pressure and showing some pressure here. And after that, whenever there is a green candle forming, the volumes are not that convincingly higher. So that is a sign where I feel the market might come for a pullback. Okay, how much we can come, or it is going to be reversal, crash, correction? No, I'm not going into that picture. I'm going on a day-to-day basis, and that is why I clearly told. If you read over this, big people, what are they trying to do, and all those things I've clearly mentioned. And am I bearish? Yes, on intraday basis. This I have shared before the market has actually started. And what happened after that? Then I told today is an expiry day, so better concentrate and stay cautious. And then I also told to be more specific on the technicals, let's see what is the resistance and what is the support zone. And all those I have shared only in Nifty Futures, not on Nifty Spot. So please be aware on that. And then on a 5-minute chart, if you see the Nifty opened gap up, and when it opened gap up, my resistance was around 24,400. My mistake was that I should have given a range like this one or a zone. I clearly gave only one line, which is like 24,400. It is around here. I should not have done this. I should have given a range. And luckily, what happened is that market, though it actually opened about to 24,400, it started facing some sort of sellers there and then came towards the zone where I told us 24,400 might be the resistance. Now the resistance is converted into a support zone and market started taking support at that point and then started moving up. And later what happened? Again, it found the same sellers, whatever who were there here, they again came into the picture over here and they started selling it, and then the market started coming down. Now what happened? The 24,400, which I thought resistance, actually converted to support, and then by the sellers entering the market, it broke below the 24,400, and that 24,400 started facing resistance in all those places, here and then here. Okay, and from that time Nifty started coming down and was not able to go further upside. And what was the support zone which I have told? Support zone is on 24,250 to 230 and further breaks 24,100. So 24,250 to 230. So which was around here. So I gave a very deeper support. Why? Because I was expecting that market might face some resistance over here and then crack down at least till here. But unfortunately, market did not move that much here. And then what happened is like due to expiry, a lot of consolidations happened and then slight fall has happened in Nifty Futures. So this is what actually happened in Nifty Futures. Now let me go to Bank Nifty Futures. Bank Nifty Futures, to me, honestly saying, it has exactly followed whatever I have shared. See, Bank Nifty Futures, it showed some buying at the start of the yesterday chart. Okay, at the start of the yesterday chart, it showed some buying and then started remaining consolidation. But sellers pitched in the top. We are able to close above the yesterday's top, then more bullish activity can pitch in. What am I trying to say is, the sellers entered over here. If we are able to stay above the previous day high, then the market can remain bullish. If it is not able to stay above the previous day high, then sellers will pitch in. Clear? And then what to be checked here? Okay, if Nifty gonna pull BNF down or BNF gonna push Nifty up. So what is that which is going to happen? And then technically I told 53,270 to 53,300 can act as a resistance zone. And exactly today high is 53,300. Okay, I gave 53,300 to 270. Exactly market opened at 53,100 and then went towards 53,300 and then started reversing from there and then came downside until where supports at 52,600 to 52,800, and today where it has gone 52,800. Okay, it has actually come to this one. So this is what I have actually told for Bank Nifty, and the same thing has happened today. So this is based on pure price action basis. So this is price action trading, I would say. If at all, if there are secret of pivot boss lovers are here, right? So if at all, if you guys want me to analyze using secret of pivot boss concepts, then I would say market actually Bank Nifty futures actually started facing resistance at H3 and came towards L3. So very simple, straightforward. If you guys have not forget about whatever I have told in Twitter, you guys have followed or not. But if you guys have followed whatever the secret of pivot boss taught us, then you would have easily built some good profit in Bank Nifty futures. Now coming to Nifty futures. Nifty futures on the other hand, what has happened is like it actually took support at L4, went towards L5, H4 and went towards H5, and ultimately everything is over. And then started coming down, crashing down, came and closed below H3, and once after a close below H3, it has gone to the CPR. Okay, if you would have followed CPR, Camarella, you could have used this thing. Or if you would have followed price action, then support and resistance would have helped you in achieving more. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover in today. Maybe there are some questions that you are giving these things, and what should we do, how do we need to analyze, and all those questions are coming, and that is why I thought of doing this video. And one more couple of things which I wanted to do. See, there is one question here. I checked narrow CPR charting screener during the day today. It seems few of them have wide CPR for today, whereas the screener is for narrow CPR. Can you please confirm listing below? He is asking that what is the percentage between TC and BC should be there. Say for example, this is CPR central pivot range. This is TC, this is pivot point, and this is BC. So he is asking if it is a narrow one, how should I say this as a narrow one? I'll tell you one thing. See, forget about this one. This is very, very narrow. Now take into the consideration of this CPR and this CPR. Now, which one you will say which is narrow? If you are comparing this one and this one, this is narrow, this is wide. If you are comparing this one and this one, this is narrow, this is wide. So how I can say what would be the percentage of the TC, BC? How can I say that? So let me go to his examples. He says Nestle, he has checked it. Okay, Nestle chart. If at all I'm able to close this one, that will be fine. Right. Okay, I have closed the price. Okay. So now if you see this, and when you have checked, you have posted it 1 day ago, maybe yesterday. I do not know when exactly we have posted it. 1 day ago, I'm not sure. See, if it is a 1 day ago means you are checking for today or you checked yesterday, I do not know. But this is wide. Compared to this is wide, and this is also wide. No matter whether you compare it or not, this is wide. But comparing to this is narrow. This is narrow. This is narrow CPR only. But you have said no, I do not know why. Now let me check ONGC. Okay. Where is the chart? Okay, ONGC. ONGC. This is, we cannot say both as narrow or wide. This is normal CPR basically. Actually, the CPR range is bit same, but this is wide. Comparing to this is wide. Okay, and then let's go to Asian Paints. I'm not sure which date you are actually done the narrow CPR analysis. It will be really helpful if you're showing the date also, you're putting the date also. And but you have marked ONGC as yes, but ONGC basically it's a normal CPR. It doesn't look like a narrow or a whatever CPR. Then Asian Paints, if you see, this is narrow. Yes, exactly. Then Adani Enterprises and then Airtel. I think you have checked yesterday, so it is better that I'll check yesterday itself. So here, see, comparing to this is not narrow. This is bit wide, and comparing to this is more wide. Okay. Now let me go to Airtel. This might look boring, but there is an interesting concept which is there. I will tell you. This is wide. Okay, this is wide and this is narrow, and this is narrow. Okay, so maybe there is no particular percentage calculations and all those are there. Okay, but I do not know. Basically, whenever you screen the narrow CPR stocks, you just check it out having the developing narrow CPR and see whether it is narrow or not. Manually, if you are screening, that actually really helps. But let me tell you one thing. Okay, so assume you can what to say, you I do not know how to tell TC and BC range whether it will be able to help you or not. But if you wanted to write a narrow CPR screener, I'll tell you one thing. You write a narrow CPR screener based on previous days high to low range. Okay, because there are some cases market would have gone like this. Okay, it would have started over here, gone over here, came down over here and ended over here. So as per the CPR calculation, if you plot the next day CPR, it will be narrow only. Because it is not considering the high and low. It is calculating based on the close. So based on the close, if you are calculating, then the CPR will be narrow only. So don't do that. I will tell you that if you wanted to write a screener, write between high and low of that previous day. Say for example, here the high is 1473 and the low is 1417, which is almost like 60 points. 60 points means more than 4%. So if the stock has already rallied yesterday 4%, it may or may not rally 4% this time also. So why do you want to risk that? In that case, write a screener that if yesterday's high to low should be less than 1%. If yesterday's high to low is less than 1%, then obviously today's screener or today's stock will come under narrow CPR. Okay, let me show you some other examples also. We'll check Nestle. Okay, see Nestle, if you see from here 2588, it has come till 2533. So which is almost like 55 points, which is almost like 2%. For a stock like this, because of 2%, you should have considered this as a narrow CPR and then plotted as. But when you are calculating using 2%, it is well above 1% level. So it is better to avoid. So try to write screener in such a way. And then we will see another example also, Adani Enterprises. Okay, Adani Enterprises, see from high 3207 to the low of 3147, which is almost like 60 plus 7, 67 points, which is almost 2%. Then obviously it will not be a narrow. But if you check the CPR screener, okay, CPR central pivot range formula, if you check that, it is based on close. Whenever you are calculating based on close, that will not give you a clear information because the close has come to some center point. It is not at the very bottom. So it has come to a center point. So I would say rather than defining the central pivot range or rather than focusing on what would be the percentage between CPR, I would tell you if previous day high to previous day low, if it is less than 1%, then that might result as a narrow CPR. Just work it out and let me know. Even Nifty Futures also, I can show you one example. Okay, yeah, see over here. Here, the market high is 24,280, low is 24,120. So 160 point range is there. But on July 3rd, it is showing narrow CPR. How can we say this as a narrow CPR? This cannot be a narrow CPR. The range is 160 points. It is too high. That is not at all a narrow CPR concept. And that is why the next day the market opened gap up and completely went sideways. Okay, from 24,276, it has made a high of 24,376, which is 100 points move only happened. If it is a trending nature, at least it should have covered 160 points of previous day, right? It has not covered. It has covered only 100 points and entire day remained sideways. Even though this is a narrow CPR. If you are just seeing the CPR range and not focusing on the previous day and then deciding, okay, this is how narrow CPR will look like, then your understanding is completely wrong. Do not go with the CPR range. Focus on what happened on previous day's range. Previous day's range, it is based on high, low, close understanding. So, high is 24,280, low is 24,122 and close is 24,200. So obviously it will show that as a very, very narrow CPR only, but that is not the case. And I'm repeating again, if in a stock specific information, if high to low is less than 1%, then that can act as a narrow CPR. Just check it out. Someone write a screener and check it out whether it is working or not. If you still feel that 1% is more, reduce it to 0.7% or 0.5%. If the stock for a day is not moving more than 1%, then obviously something is holding it. Something is waiting for it to burst, and next day it can burst out. So accordingly plan and accordingly do a trade. Here. So this is what I wanted to cover in this video. So I have covered, and also there is one other comment which I wanted to share. So which is on this one. So I will take a separate video on this and I will explain this, so that will be helpful for everyone. Clear? So that's it from my side. If you feel the content is good, kindly give a like, share and subscribe. If you have any other questions, please do let me know in the comment section so that I'll be ready to help you guys out. And that's it from my side. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more videos.